Hello guys, welcome back again to another video, and we are here finally back in F1. Finally, it's been so long. It's been so long. I think 4 weeks since the last Grand Prix, which was the Australian Grand Prix. To be honest, I'd even forgotten about F1. But the Lord to bless this time. Now this week is F1 again, and this time we're in Baku. Finally, this time I'll redeem myself after my stupid blunder in Australia. I put the wrong team on. So bad. But this time tukondani. So I don't know if you guys are aware, there have been a few changes to this weekend. So first and foremost, there is a sprint race. Oof, crazy. I always love sprint races. I don't know why guys don't hate sprint races, to be honest. Sprint races, I find them very enjoying, because now you have action on Friday because of quali, sprint action on Saturday, and the main race on Sunday, which is bloody awesome if you ask me. And they even made even more changes. So now the sprint will be like its own event, because now we'll have the sprint shootout just before the sprint race, and on Friday we're going to have the quali, which is now going to set up the grid for Sunday. So previously it was the quali that set up the grid for sprint, and the sprint results set up the grid for Sunday. But now it's the quali on Friday will set up for the race on Sunday. So that should be very interesting. So there's only one practice session. So if you guys fuck it up, it's goodbye. So it's going to be a very interesting race. I think Baku was not disappointed us ever since it began. I think there have been 6 different race winners. So there's not been a repeat race winner ever since it started. And I saw that Red Bull had won the last around 3 out of 6, and also won the last 2. So Red Bull are basically good in this circuit, but we shall see. I think it should be very interesting. Out of you are saying Sergio Perez will bring the fight to Max, but I highly doubt it, because the only time he won was because Max got a puncture in 2021. But other than that, Max was clearly winning. And last year I pulled 20 seconds gap between him and Max. There was a 20 seconds gap between him and Max. So Max is very fast, and he's only gotten faster. So I think realistically Sergio Perez won't be able to compete with Max at this circuit. Anyway, other than that, let's dive in. So comes to no surprise that I'm going to have Max Verstappen in my grid. So it's going to stay there. I think it's going to do well for this race. I don't see him slowing down. I think even with the challenges that he had in Australia, I think by now they have pretty much ironed it out. So I'm pretty confident that he can win this race. Yeah. So unless something happens during the sprint race, I don't see him losing. And next up we have Fernando Alonso mwenyewe. The old timer is still kicking it up. So obviously with the recent form of Aston Martin, I think it's a no-brainer to have Alonso. So, and moving forward, the Aston Martin only get better, because Red Bull has less win time because they won the last year's race, and also now because of the breaking the cost cap, they even have less win time. So I think Aston Martin will capitalize on that, given that they finished I think 7th in the last race. So they have a lot of internal time, and even right now they're already like the second fastest car on the grid. So they only got better from there. So Alonso is the guy to have, and he has been on a good form. He has been on the podium 3 times this season, all of them 3rd place. But I think this circuit, I think he can do well. I think at least top 3 you are guaranteed of him. Then the next person is Gasly. Gasly. I think Gasly has been actually been good. If not for the last race start for Australia, I think he had driven well so far in the last previous races. Even though I had not put him in the other, I didn't want to put him in the Australia one, but he performed well. So I think moving forward, I think having Gasly would make sense. So definitely I'm going to remove Stroll and Bottas. These guys have not been performing, and I'm going to remove these guys. So instead of Stroll, I'm going to put Zhao. Zhao has been doing a madness. So I think it only makes sense to put Zhao. So remove Lance Stroll hapo, then you put who? You also remove Bottas. Bottas has been playing games here. So I'm going to put Zhao, and I'm also going to put George Boy Russell. Yes, I'm going to put George Russell. But how am I going to put George Russell? I have to remove Red Bull. Red Bull, in as much as they started strong, the way it's going, I think Mercedes will definitely pick up the pace. So I'm going to remove Red Bull. So short term makes sense to have Red Bull, but long term makes sense to have Aston Martin. I have Mercedes, sorry. And right now, since Mercedes are not performing as well, it's a bit cheaper. So I can put Mercedes Hapo, and then that gives me space for who? George Russell. Just like that. That is the grid ball. That is the setup now. So now we have Max Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Guan Yu Zhou, George Russell, and Pierre Gasly for the drivers, and then you have Mercedes and Aston Martin for the constructors. So this team is looking fire. I won't even watch the past practice. I think I can risk it this time, just to see how things will play out, see how awesome my analysis or how shit my analysis is. So this is just based on what I've seen so far and my experiences in F1 so far. So I'm really hoping that everything works out. But if Max Max works out, oh my god, I know so many people will lose points. Wow. Especially if people put like Sergio Perez. Wait, do we even get a penalty? Free transfers 3 out of 3. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm good. So I don't get a penalty because it's within the allocation. Okay. So now we are good. We are ready for the Baku race. So now obviously I'm going to watch practice 1. I'm going to watch qualifying. Like I can watch every event for Baku because each of them is very interesting. Even though it's towards the evening, because I think tomorrow practice 1 will be around 7:30 and qualifying will be around 11. I'll still watch. I want to see how my team will play out. Yeah, but if I could just afford Hamilton, life would have been very sweet. Because Hamilton just like how much? Just $5 million more than Russell. Or I can alternatively remove Gasly, I can remove Russell and Gasly, then put Hamilton and someone even worse, someone cheaper. Let me just put the cheapest person there. Okay, who's the cheapest person? The cheapest person is Nico Hulkenberg. Oh, Logan Sargent. I'd rather go with Hulkenberg because he has shown glimpses. So that's basically like 4 million. 4 million. He has 22. Still not enough to get him. What can I do? But I think that will be for the next race. The next race, where are you going even? Next race, where is the next race? Let's look at the F1 calendar. But I think either it's Monaco. Oh, it's Miami. It's Miami. Okay, Miami. That's also another strong Red Bull circuit, even though it was in race once. But Max was very strong in Miami. And then next is Imola, then Monaco. Okay. But I think this looking nice because George, considering he didn't even finish Australian Grand Prix, and he had really performed well in that race for the first few laps. So I think coming to Baku, he'll be out for some redemption, Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is a good team for now. Most likely Max Verstappen will change. Yeah. Because now I'll remove Max, then I put Hamilton. Yeah. Once Mercedes picks up, I'll have to remove Max. Max is strong though. I think, but I don't know how Max will perform with a lesser version of a Red Bull, because as the season goes on, there'll become a lot of developments, so that should be something to note now. But I think moving forward, Max for now atakuwa, but long term, this is where the constructor is, because Mercedes are very consistent. Like last year, very consistent when it comes to constructors. They get a lot of points, So unless the car really fails, like last, I think they only had two breakdowns, and this year has been Russell so far, but the car is very reliable. And also they made some changes in the team. They swapped James Allison and this other guy, I forgot his name. So James Allison basically returned to his previous role. So I think moving forward, the car will be a beast. Yeah. So this is the team. Let us see how we shall fare in the Baku race. Till then, take care and goodbye.